Live from inside Porsche, Colorado Springs, it's the First Dibs podcast with our hosts, John Deisty and Justin Underwood. Buckle up and let's go for a ride.
Why do you always do it with the canned applause? Oh, my God. First Dibs podcast, live inside Porsche, Colorado Springs.
Welcome back.
Bad decisions were made tonight.
How so?
Corn salad.
That was quite delicious. Yeah.
It was delicious, but I think if you're making Frito pie, 1 5-ounce container of nacho cheese is enough. Double cheese with some of that red chili meat.
Yeah, and 5 ounces of chili meat.
I think. And
thought
then
it
following
was
that up with a
delicious.
burger.
Burgers
yeah.
on top of it. Yeah.
So if any of us, if we dip out during the show, apologies. It's all my fault.
John's sweating.
Yeah.
And these aren't hot.
No, what I was noticing earlier is that your chair gets the cool light.
Oh.
My chair gets the warm light.
That's-
They're
okay.
different temperature bulbs. So while I look completely jaundiced and tan, you look, I don't know, like a ghost.
Right.
And we're maybe we should switch chairs for a day. It might just balance us out. Anyway,
Yes.
what button do I push that one?
I guess we have some business to talk about. It was a busy week. It was last Saturday was busy again.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. We got your leads turned back on.
That's
John's
important.
Actually
I am
selling cars again.
I think basically what I was told is just stay in Hawaii for 3 weeks. You'll be fine.
Right. Yeah.
We'll be fine without you. And you were. Yeah,
Right.
It was all right.
We I don't remember exactly what came in on Saturday, but a number of cars to talk about. A 22 Carrera 4S Coupe, a 25 Cayenne Turbo E Hybrid.
Yep.
A 24 Macan 4 Electric, a 25 Macan 4S Electric. BMW X5M. I think that's a 2018 or 19.
That's a pretty car.
I don't mean to just like gloss over them. I keep trying to remember all of them because I think I'm missing something. I don't remember if we talked about a Subaru Outback or if that came in on Saturday after a Friday show. I mean, that's this amazing car.
Did you guys talk about the 991, what is it, an S Cabriolet?
Yeah, the 2013.
Yeah.
That made it through service. Actually finished up yesterday. Thank you, Ian, for getting that pumped out. Car turned out great. It's going to go through detail here pretty soon, but that one is ready. It should be online. No, that's a really cool car. But the fresh stuff. I got lucky this past week. I mean, we acquired some great things. Oh, an Acura RDX.
I think we had that last week.
Was that last week?
Yep.
But yeah. No, it was good, man. And then we got some business, that obviously selling some cars this week, and we have a couple deliveries, I think, scheduled for tomorrow. You had a nice one today. You've sold one of the GT3s.
Yep.
A vanadium gray one, if you remember.
I remember, yes. I'm trying not to jinx it.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah.
So
But yeah, so I guess just to kind of recap some of the fresh cars that came in, the 22 Carrera 4S Coupe, Nancy actually sold that one brand new. It was ordered by a local doctor here. It's kind of funny, when he was bringing it in to drop it off and sign some paperwork for us to buy the car from him, I said, hey, I remember hearing that this was your very first car. Is that true? And he laughs. He goes, no, this wasn't my first car. He said, this is the first car that I bought for myself. Yes. He's a doctor, right? Like he spent 30 years of his life in school or whatever. And so anyway, he was at the point where he's out of school. He's working, making some money and just wanted to treat himself to something nice. So that was cool just to kind of catch up with him for a while. Loved the car. Actually, he just got married this past November, so congratulations.
Wow.
And he inherited a really cool 10-year-old stepson, I guess, as part of that. So, being family life, needed something. Well, I wasn't using the 911 all that much. So decided to sell it back. So we got super lucky
great
there.
car. Chalk,
Chalk
matte wrapped,
right now. Yes.
to be discontinued.
Right. Yeah. That will be removed.
I thought it looks great.
No, it looks great. Yeah. But I think we'll have that removed. Then it's got black Bordeaux red interior, I think. Really cool. Very nice car. Serviced here since day one. And then the 25 Cayenne Turbo E-Hybrid.
Yep.
You
I sold that one.
one.
Also chalk. Also not matte wrapped.
Right. 10,600 miles on it.
Burmester.
Yeah, Burmester car.
Yep.
Really, really nice. Black.
Porsche graphics down the side in black. Those look great.
Black leather interior. I don't remember the initial build on that car, but really cool. Really nice
I think
car.
it's like 185.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Another owner that just takes immaculate care of cars. I mean, just actually he washed it, like, dropping it off. I thought that was pretty fun. So that one should fly through the CPO process. The Macans. So a 2024 Macan 4 electric, aventurine green with black interior. This one's got 10,600 miles, I think. Original owners that we got the car from, they picked it up they move around a little bit, actually. It might have been in Nevada. Anyway, like their most recent location before relocating to Colorado was down in the Phoenix area. They have an interesting career field. So husband and wife team work together is what it sounds like. They help people in like horrible situation, like, fires and floods and people have to evacuate or lose their home or what. They help people like relocate or find dwelling, find homes, find places to go. I thought that was pretty fascinating. So unfortunately, they're quite busy, but I thought that's a very unique, career field.
Wonder how you getting that.
They're helping people tremendously. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty wild thing. I mean, you got to think about what the way I was processing that in my brain is the people that they're working with are very likely at one of the most difficult times, or probably the most difficult time in their life, and they're helping them kind of navigate, the way through that. I thought that's got to be really tough work, I bet. But anyway, great people. Took good care of the car. So that's down here. And then the Macan 4S electric is a 2025, also aventurine green with black and limestone beige interior. It's got 1,300 miles on it. That's been in Colorado Springs. It actually started new here and then belonged to one of our Porsche Cars North America rep people. And then anyway, so we got it back.
Cool.
And what am I missing?
The Mini?
Oh yeah, we got another Mini. So we had a blue Mini, like with the iconic trim, that was purchased, but the car that was traded in for it is essentially the exact same thing. I think the difference is the roof and maybe like adaptive cruise control or something like that. But I mean, they are the same car.
Yeah, they looked very, very similar as it was pulling in.
Yeah. Yeah, was that?
How about a 2005 997 Carrera?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yep. Silver.
2005.
Manual. 70-some thousand miles. Is that right?
109.
109, 79, 109,000. Same difference. What's the difference?
Previous owner's a pilot.
Yeah.
And if that tells you anything about the condition of the car, pilots take care of their stuff.
We have appraised that car 5 times since 2021.
Not 5 times, but it's 3 or 4.
Yeah. So process to get rid of it. It was, didn't want to sell it.
Yeah.
Just felt like it was time. So
So we were talking about this, and not to go over the specific numbers, but in 2021, I think was the first time that we appraised it, and then it came back in 2022, and then it had been gone for 3 and 4, maybe something like that, and then coming anyway. So what was interesting is I'm able to see, the times that we have done it in the past. Well, the value of the car now is the same as what it was the first time that we looked at it 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. I thought it actually took a dip though. Like it was up, in 2021 or 2, whenever the first it came in. And then the following time it came in, it went down and then it's come back up. I thought that was pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So buy it now. It's on the upright direction.
it's on.
It's going up.
It's going up.
Mm-hmm. Those are great cars, though.
Oh yeah, 997 generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Arctic silver. What color? Yeah,
That sounds right.
Arctic
Good
silver,
choice.
black interior. And then the BMW X5M.
Oh,
That's a
thing's
really
so pretty.
car. Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know the name of the blue.
Super pretty.
Super pretty blue.
Yep.
It's cool because it's not white, it's not gray,
Mm-hmm.
it's not black. It's
Black interior with some really cool like cognac accents.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Sport exhaust.
Yeah, no, it came in really clean. So
I
we
like
haven't
it.
had one of those for a while. Mm-hmm. Those are great cars. Have you ever heard one of those with an aftermarket exhaust?
Yeah.
They're loud.
They're very good.
This one, from what I can tell, is stock.
Stock. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds stock.
But no, really cool. It's got a lot of people's attention just being here for the last day.
Yeah.
So
That's all. Is that business?
that's fresh inventory.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Do we get anything new car?
Yeah, we had 6 cars show up yesterday. I think 3 of them are available. I think there's what was it? I know there was a Cayenne. No sports car. I think we're getting a shipment of sports cars here in the next couple days. But I think it was a Cayenne and some Macans. I don't remember the specifics on it. You know how I had to go look for them today. I mean, they're all where they're supposed to be, but there was a mix-up with one of the cars. I think Randy was printing off build sheets at the same time that Beth, that does the stocking in of cars, was printing off build sheets for cars. So one of his customer cars that's on the way, and the build sheet got mixed in there. So anyway, kind of panicking. However, this is attention to detail, right? That's how important a lot of this business is. I mean, all things in general, really.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's important. And, but the attention to detail, one thing that, because I grew up through the service side of the business, and and details matter. It's what prevents Carfaxes from getting screwed up. It's what prevents, history in your dealership. And there's a thing that happens everywhere, and not all the time, but it happens, especially at places like this where a customer has been coming here a long time. Sometimes they have multiple cars, right,
Yep.
that they bring here. Well, service advisors can get kind of lazy when they write service tickets. And the important things to do as a service advisor when you're writing a repair order is you confirm the VIN number on the car and you confirm the miles on the car, right? And that's just part of your inspection, right? You go jot down the last of the VIN, you look inside, you jot down the actual mileage on the thing. But what will happen sometimes is that, like, oh, hey, John, we got you scheduled for today to do your service. Well, John, you have a Cayenne and a Macan.
Yeah.
And, or maybe you had 2 Cayennes, right? Well, we wrote the ticket on your black Cayenne, but you dropped off the white one. We processed the whole thing, right? The whole ticket under the wrong VIN number.
Yep.
And we also recorded the wrong mileage, right? Just because we assumed. Well, so Randy's customer's car that's in a boat, right? It's on the water on its way here. Not only has an open repair order, but there's charges made against it already. and it's not even here. And so that's like the attention to detail, like, guys, like, it's not physically in your possession, and that's just kind of like, come on, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Go back to the basics.
I need to get back to the basics. I think that's a really good thing to remember, is just your whole story about how, Bank of America processes 100 billion checks
Yeah.
one at a time.
Yeah, it's this goofy thing in sales meetings once in a while. And living in Phoenix, I had to open up. Well, this is when I was younger, opening up a bank account, and for the first time in my life, getting an ATM card. And Bank of America, for people that bank with Bank of America already know this, but they definitely prefer to do things through ATMs. So there's fewer brick and mortar stores. They actually charge you, or at least they did. They used to charge you if you had to go inside the bank to talk with a human being. Like there was a fee for that. Well, anyway, it struck me. I mean, there was an ad, there was a commercial when living in Phoenix and the Bank of America processing, and whoever it was for Bank of America doing this ad made the whole thing was about Bank of America. It does over a million transactions per day globally, but for the logistics side of it, it's not how do we properly take care of a million transactions per day. It's how do we properly take care of one transaction and repeat that a million times a day, like, or however many, time. And that obviously stuck with me for this long. I think that's such a good point, right? It's a process. Follow the process, repeat the process every single time. I mean, obviously you're going to get better at it the more that you practice it. And once you get it down, you don't have to think about it. You just do it. But just slow down.
It's ice race day. Have you seen anything about it? Yeah, me neither. Maybe we'll have Jason on next week.
Yeah.
We can have him talk about it.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun. All right, book them.
All right.
Book them.
I'll let you do that.
GT3 cab.
Yeah, I'm done talking.
I don't want to talk.
This is where I stop.
You did so good. I don't have anything I'm upset about right now. So, like,
well, wait. So we determined before the show that it's actually front wheel drive.
That's true.
With a 4-cylinder turbo diesel generator engine.
Yeah.
At the back, so it balances out. So it's an electric front wheel drive GT3 Cabriolet.
Yep. Rear steering only. The front is just a drive axle. Doesn't move. Who is even listening to us anymore?
Exchanging names just awesome. I'm waiting for some comments to come out. Yeah.
We did have a good question. Did the ST steal the Sport Classics thunder?
No.
Yes.
Good.
I think they're different cars.
Yeah.
But the ST to me is the one of the pair that I would choose
Between the two.
Yeah.
I differ from you.
Yeah.
I would do a Sport Classic. No, that's a great point. Absolutely, it stole the thunder because it seems like right now people have forgotten about the Sport Classic altogether, which I think, for a buyer's market is wonderful.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea what they're worth. 500.
I have to imagine 500-600, something like that.
So for people that don't know, everybody listening probably does, but the Sport Classic is based on the 911 Turbo. So it's the bigger 3.7 liter Turbo 6 that we call a 3.8 with 540 horsepower, detuned a little bit from the full-on Turbo, more than the detuned more than the Turbo S. That wording doesn't make sense, but I think you know what I'm talking about. And they're saying because of the clutch will only hold so much torque. It gets the 7-speed transmission from the Carrera range. So the same Carrera T, Carrera S, Carrera GTS would have the 7-speed. So does the Sport Classic. It's unique in that it has the wide body of the Turbo and the GT3 RS.
No port.
Without the intakes. What do those feed? Brakes? Brake cooling?
For what?
On the Turbo or the GT3 RS. Those have got to be brakes because intercooler air feeds from the top.
Well, intakes.
Yeah.
Intercooler air. What do you mean? Intakes.
So that feeds engine?
Yeah.
That's engine intake?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been on vacation too long. I need to reinvest in my product knowledge, it seems. But because those rear fenders are so smooth, it just has this enormous presence in the rear view mirrors. That's I think the first thing that was really striking to me. In the, bringing it to and from a clear mask detailer, it felt to me like a very, very, very nicely spec'd GTS, rear wheel drive GTS. Similar clutch feel, similar power. Nice materials with the two-tone interior and the houndstooth and stuff like that. And I think, there's some stuff. I think it does the perforated headliner that you can't get in other cars and things that Porsche tends to do on the real signature stuff. I love the gentian blue with stripes.
Oh yeah,
livery. It reminds me of early Vipers.
Yeah,
and in like the best way. I think those were super super pretty. 1,250 for the world. So more limited than the ST, which was 1964,
67, 64,
63, 1963, 1963.
Someone look it up.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Too many numbers.
But built to be the GT car, the cruiser, the luxury car, with a manual transmission to keep it fun and unique and sporty, but not the thoroughbred track-focused car.
Right.
Maybe a successor to like the Turbo S Exclusive would be an interesting way to look at it. Just that very, very special street car.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly Grand Touring. Yeah, not track focus.
Yeah.
I like the Sport Classic. I don't know, as far as thinking future wise, because the ST is it's essentially the 911R replacement.
Yep.
And obviously those are doing incredibly well, right? And yeah, I think you're right, John. From what I remember on the horsepower side of things with manual transmissions, at least early on in my career, if you were doing anything that was at or above 600 horsepower, you couldn't use the manual transmission. You had to use a Tiptronic, which is what it was back then, not PDK. I don't think PDK. I don't know what PDK would be able to do now, power wise. As far as, they change clutch packs, things like that. But yeah, no, with a regular manual transmission, like a single disc, 600 horsepower. Nah, it's just not drivable. Like with the stuff the
clutches get too heavy with pressure plates. And,
Yeah. Part of me thinks that in the long game, the Sport Classic is actually going to win as far as the valuation side. Part of it being it is more exclusive, and I think the only thing that could potentially change that would be the Turbo Touring, if that comes to be a real car. But if the Turbo Touring comes out, what I see happening is like another GT3 Touring, where when the 911R was out, then the GT3 Touring option came available, and then everyone took their GT3 Tourings and mocked them up to be like 911Rs, a bunch of poser cars. So, and that kind of took a little bit of thunder away from the R for a little bit. It's like, it's the same car. It's not the same car. They're different. So yeah, based on the exclusivity, they're just kind of like lurking there in the background. I think a very, very special car, might even be a little bit more friendlier in the driving aspect,
I would totally agree with that. Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. Think about the Sport. What's the 997 Sport Classic?
Yeah.
Those things go for just ridiculous
more money than the new ones.
Yeah. And as far as like the more current one is a much more special car. Like it's its own thing, whereas in the Sport Classic from the 997 generation was a GTS and they were all the same color. And they got some, cool features. The bubble was a bubble roof.
Yep.
They get a bubble roof. There were some neat things, but it's a GTS is what it was. And whereas in the modern Sport Classic, it's its own car. It's a separate deal. I think that's very special. So we'll see.
How would you have yours?
No, I'm with you. Gentian blue, white stripes. I think that's probably the prettiest one
Yep.
that I've seen. And
Black or cognac interior?
that's a tough question. I mean, I could go either way. I think with the gentian blue, I might go black
Yeah.
interior. Because I am a sucker. I mean, as far as the Sport Classic gray with the cognac interior, that is very classy.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I do love the gentian blue color. Good question. That was great.
Yeah. I will take an ST white on black.
Perfect.
Yep.
I was looking at STs yesterday.
How are they doing?
Good. They're good. I think the world has determined what they should sell for. That's pretty clear.
What's that number?
Research. 650. That's the
Okay.
number.
And they were 350?
330.
Okay. So double.
Yeah.
They're selling for double.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that fits, right? Ours went from MSRP to triple and then kind of calm back to double. And then calm down because those were like 190 was a pretty good R,
Yeah.
right? And I think 320 feels like about bottom after the big spike.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So they weren't quite double, but close, and then back up. So my prediction is the ST market drops a little bit more before it recovers.
yeah.
You're going to be able to buy one for $578.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you find a car out there with miles on it now, you should be pretty close. I would think you might be pretty close to that now. I think it could potentially dip even a little bit lower than that. And we talk about it once in a while, but it's just historically speaking, with the pricing of 911s, significant 911s, I consider it a rule of 10, right? You got to hang on to it for a minimum of 10 years in order to see that gain.
We should have an infographic for this with how much we bring it up.
Right? We should.
Somebody AI generate
Yeah.
us an infographic about the rule of 10.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that'll be good.
But it is interesting. I mean, when you go chart things, I mean, it doesn't, Carrera GTs and I mean, like you name it, right? Go through all the 997 GT Thrust 4 liters, right? Go through all that stuff and you'll see, typical depreciation. It dips and then and then I think year 7, 8, it starts climbing and then it can climb quickly.
Yep. So buy the red 19 RS.
Yeah, no joke that you're dead on with it, because we're gonna hit that rule. I mean, like we're in that period right now. It's on the upswing.
Yep.
We can see that. It's gonna keep going. It just is. Yeah. Sit on it. Drive it. A little bit. Whatever. But no, you're exactly right. And I mean, heck, throw the speedsters in there. Speedsters, we've seen them climb up. We were mentioning both of the speedsters that we have right now. We both sold them, right? Well, you sold one. Did you sell both of them? No, James did one. But anyway, the previous owners of these cars, they had them for 3 years,
That sounds about right.
something like that. They both made money. I mean, not a ton, but because right now they're on the upswing.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, geez. Yeah, duh, John.
I know. I'm buying a house instead.
Right. Find some investors. Let's take those 3 cars. We'll park them. And this one, we should throw this one in there. Yeah, grab them. Yeah, come on, Brendan, guy that can't be seen on camera right now. Yeah, if we need something to put in your, company's saving plan. I got 4 cars that are going to pay off big.
Turn the pension. Let's turn the pension account into 3 cars. We'll keep them at each of our houses. Yep. Austin at Bearded Customs is wondering, would you drive a GT3 RS or GT4 RS at one of the supercar drive experiences? What would I take? I think I'd do a GT4 RS at one of those. The scream inside the cockpit is like next level to anything else that we do. And it gives you just that experience with that engine. That's the next step. I don't think at those events you're going to be pushing hard enough to find any sort of limit on either of them. So, you know, I think I'd be looking for like, what's the rawest and most visceral thing? And to me, that's what that is. It's kind of like, those cars kind of feel like the BMW 1M to me, where they were like a pet project that just the guys got together after hours and drank some beers and built an awesome car. And, you know, it's maybe not as refined as the new GT3s and RSs with the double wishbone suspension and the man-tied racing wings and all that stuff. And that's not a knock. It gives it a different character, right? Where an RS or a GT3 feels like that super precise thing. The GT4 RS just feels like this little maniac of a rocket. And if I'm just trying to experience it for a few laps, I think that's probably what I'd go for. Yeah.
That's cool. I would definitely go 3RS.
Yeah.
Reese, my daughter, he drove a GT3 RS around the Vegas experience. Now, I didn't get to see the video that great. I think it was like the 2019 generation. I don't think it was the current car, but she was slow. And then I did see a video where one of the lead drivers took her for a drifting ride in a police car.
That sounds fun.
Like, but what was the craziness is that he was drifting through the paddock.
Oh,
Before he got to the track. So he went and just, scared lights blazing, right? Just went and scared the hell out of her in the track. But I think the 3RS is one of those things where you're never going to experience that car to what, and I can't drive it, to that car's potential. But you're never going to get to drive that car like that outside of that setting. If that makes any sense, right?
So
like,
if I'm
nowhere in town are you ever going to get to do anything like that.
If I'm doing the GT3 RS, I'm going to do it at the Birmingham Track Experience.
That would be fun.
I would do one of their, one-day courses. And we got lucky enough where at the end of ours, they took us out in the 3RSs with the Indy driver driving.
Oh, the lady.
It. Yeah, Pippa Man. That was better than me driving it.
Yeah,
because she knows what she's doing. So yeah, So that I think that would be my change. I would pick that. So
both win.
Yep.
They're both going to be wicked.
Yeah.
Or just man up and pay for both. Yeah,
buy
both.
A couple. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Reese was telling me about how she went through the list of things, and it was her boyfriend's family was taking them down to Vegas and providing all this stuff, and she specifically chose a car that was least expensive, and it was still $600, or whatever it was, but anyway, she had a good time.
Have you seen that? There's like a McLaren dealership that has a guy walks in and says, "Hey, I'm here to test drive some cars today. I'm not buying." And the guy brings out an iPad and he says, "This is my test driving, or this is my just looking menu."
I think it's a Mercedes store, but yeah.
For $200, you can test drive a car, and I'll call you once a day for the next 3 weeks. For $350, you can drive 2 cars, and I'll call you once. Our best package is $500.
Right.
You can drive anything you want, and I'll wait for you to call me. So which would you like to select? Like maybe that's the next MJLPO.
Yeah, could
right?
be.
I wonder.
I'll never call you.
I wonder what kind of people would come in to do that.
Oh, people would travel here.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, who would be
So Joe, if you're listening, we have a business.
exactly? When a car needs new tires, we'll put it up on the rent it for a week, but John sits in the passenger seat the whole time. I want to take my wife out. Sorry, it's in the contract. I have to stay here.
I have to be here.
I have to stay here. Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Creativity. That's what they got.
People really do. It's kind of amazing. I like the new stuff that talks about like why RAM is expensive because we have to watch like cats get into fights with sharks. You know, like, and I think that's how I think that's how the robots are going to win. Is they're just going to steal all of our power to make us stupid videos and keep us occupied. You know, just think about how great Instagram's like For You feed is now.
Yeah.
But think about it if it was just AI reacting to all of the things you watched. And like the little monkey that gets in a fight. And then he goes back and kicks the other monkey's asses. Well, I'd watch that. And then what's next? You know?
What was it I discovered? I mean, it's been out there for quite a while, but it's on Amazon Prime, and there's a channel that's nothing but Top Gear, right? Like, and I was binging it the other day. I'm like, this is awesome because it's the old Top Gear stuff, like it's the original, like really old stuff. And I have never heard before. Like, I like Lotus. But James May comes pulling up in a V8 twin turbocharged Esprit for whatever this challenge was, which the car worked out brilliantly, actually, in this crazy challenge they did. But I actually laughed out loud because Jeremy says, James, have you ever been on one of our road trips before? Do you know what this is? Most people say that this emblem, the Lotus emblem, stands for lots of trouble, usually serious. I actually laughed out loud by myself. Yeah. I had never heard that before. But apparently, if you're a Lotus person, you've heard that a lot. Yeah. I thought it was great. And it turned out that car, like, totally won the challenge. I mean, it was hands down.
Those are great cars.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah. Super cool. I mean, like, incredibly supercar looking. You know, I mean, they just look the part. Yeah. No, I got to tell our buddy Dan. That's who I was talking about it with. Telling Dan this story about Harv Arnold, and if people have been around the Porsche community in Colorado for 20 plus years or whatever, they've heard of or knew Harv Arnold. Unfortunately, Harv passed away a number of years ago, but super fascinating guy. I got stories about Harv. That's probably a different show, but anyway, he had a twin turbocharged Esprit that rolled over him at a car wash.
Oh,
yeah.
How do you do that?
Public spray it yourself car wash, and I think it was he pulled it out of the car wash to dry it off, and put it in gear, but didn't set the parking brake because he didn't want the parking brake to rust, like and seize up, if you will, while he was drying off the
quality rotors there, quality iron rotors.
British, yeah, it's British, yeah. So
it's gonna rust in 30 seconds. It takes me to dry off this car.
Right. Well, he didn't put it in gear. So as flat of a surface as the car wash was on, it wasn't flat, and the car started to roll away. And Harv tried to stop it, and he tripped, or it knocked him down. And it wound up rolling up on his legs, so it crushed both of his ankles. And part of the deal was that there's some other people that were there at the car wash see it, like Harv struggling with this. They run over. Well, that's a car that has the parking brake between the driver's seat and the door, not in the center tunnel area. And someone opened up the passenger door expecting to see a parking brake, and panicked, like, because they didn't see it there, and even not putting it in gear or whatever. So anyway, the damage had been done by the time that they realized the parking brake was on the driver's side of the car.
That would be an amazing AI generated scene to watch.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we weren't there for it,
No.
right?
No. Yeah. It's like it's like those history shows. Not drunk history, but like, those were kind of
like when you watch the dog fight. Didn't you guys ever watch that?
Is it one? There's one dog fight?
Yeah, pretty much. But the way the graphics were back then, think about like the History Channel back in 01
Yeah.
when you were learning about like the F-4 Phantom
Yeah.
taking out 3 Russian MiGs over Saigon.
Right.
I don't know if any of that timing is correct, but it feels about right.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like the first guy to invent the double Dixie roll. And then they put guns back in planes after that because he was so good. Knocked him down with his wingtips. Come on. Do you really? That needs to make a comeback as AI, where we just come up with dogfight stories and have AI generate it.
Right. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that just brought back all kinds of memories, actually. And then I could totally see that being, portrayed on video by people.
Good.
Fake people.
Yep. Rarest classic Porsche that the dealership has ever sold.
Rarest classic Porsche. Rarest.
Non-Singer 964 Coupe.
Yeah. Well, we haven't sold it yet, but this thing's pretty rare.
Running 944.
Not a rare car.
Okay.
I mean, we've had some. I'm trying to think. Interesting stuff. 89 Speedster, 964 Speedsters.
Yeah, that was a great car.
Let's see here.
That was Amazon Green.
That was
when
the
I sold.
964.
That was great.
The oh gosh, I'm trying to think. We've had some crazy stuff. I'm just trying to put.
What's the best 993 we've had?
12,000 mile 993 turbo.
Silver one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
That was a great car.
that was a great car. We've had a couple of Carrera S's, like really, really nice. You mentioned one just the other day. The
C4S green on black.
what shade of green was it? Well, it's not Amazon green.
I think it's forest green.
Yeah, I
metallic.
think you're right. Forest green metallic. That sounds right. Those aren't rare. I mean, like the Carrera S, 993 Carrera S is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Again, we still haven't sold it. It's our classic restoration car, the 88
Yeah.
Coupe, the Jubilee car. That's one of 120 in the States.
It's pretty good.
But it makes me think, how many 89 Speedsters came to the States? I'd have to look that up. That might be pretty close. So,
The M491 cab,
yeah, that was a cool car.
the wide body 88, I think.
88, yeah.
That was a really cool car.
That was a really neat car.
107,000 miles or something like that.
Nice car.
Yeah.
I remember the guy that bought that. He flew in to see it in person, and I mean, he was essentially taking delivery of it. And I heard him talking to James, the salesperson, saying, "He's like, James, I got to tell you, I know we made an agreement on the phone, and that's why I'm here. I was completely ready to haggle when I got here, but I've seen the car and I've driven it, and I'm not going to ask for anything."
Yep.
He says this is way better than how it's how it was represented. Like, awesome, good deal. Yeah, I mean we've had
The red 964 turbo. That was a pretty nice car.
yeah, that's the one that went to Russia.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've had some really cool rare cars. I mean, I'm trying to the cars that we've sold. Gosh, it's hard to think of some of those things. I mean, we've had some incredibly rare cars here. For service or for show, that belong to, clients of ours that are, fortunate to, or
964 C4 wide body.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. The black one with like 100,000 miles on it. It looked
that
brand
was still
new.
a great car. Yeah.
Well, the 89 Speedster I keep mentioning, that thing's got like 150,000 miles on it.
Yep.
But it looks like it's got 30,000
The
miles.
993 GT2
Yeah.
race car.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
pretty crazy.
That was a thing.
That's an uber rare car. And that thing is back in its glory day. It raced at the Historics.
Saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I smelled that thing drive by.
Cool.
I got a video of it somewhere. Yeah.
So yeah, a number of cars.
McInnes just said the 996 GT2 Club Sport.
Well, yeah, that's pretty rare. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's good. I like that. It
was a fun memory lane trip
it is,
right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's just in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I've been here. It'll be 8 in September, I think.
That's awesome.
So that's just since then.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
You know, one that actually just popped into my feed was the 73.5 green T
Oh yeah.
with the sports seats
Yeah.
and like the chrome trim package.
But we
the
know where
appearance.
that car
Yeah, exactly. With like the chrome strip around the wheel arches and stuff like that. That car is one that I would love to have been able to have. What a thing.
That was
what a car.
So Jackie and I were talking about this just the other day because she was asking questions. Oh, what car was it? Oh, the 88 Coupe. Anyway, we started talking about classic cars, especially like the story, the history of the car. Like so much of the history of the car is its story. And the more that you know about it, the more you share about it, and it just makes it interesting and entertaining and more special. And the 73.5 that you're talking about was a one-owner car.
Yep.
And some of my favorite events about acquiring that car was learning about the owner of it, right? He told me about he was a pilot, flew in the Air Force, and he ordered this car. He was stationed up in Washington, I think. And all of his friends were making fun of him, saying, "Why would you ever spend $10,000 on a car?" Right? He was a single guy. He took that car on a lot of dates, and because of that, his wife hated it. Right? Well, anyway, so it was fun to hear those stories. But when we're at the house picking it up, we had to trailer it because it was in his garage for like a decade, shoved to the side. 4 flat tires on it, the cobwebs and all that kind of stuff. But we had to push it. We had to push it out of the garage. And then he's one of these houses, lives on a hillside. So you go down into his house. You don't drive up his driveway. You go down his driveway. So we had to push this thing uphill right, to the street. So I tried to get the truck and trailer as far into his driveway as I could. And it's mildly wooded. And anyway, it was a disaster just getting it to that point. And there was a couple of us there to help out. And but anyway, the guy that we're buying the car from, the driver's door is open. We're exhausted, and he's standing there, in the driver's door area, like he was kind of steering and pushing. And he says, I'm going to tell you something about this car. And I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to drop a bombshell on me. Like there's, the case is split in half, something weird like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. What's that? And he says, not a single woman has ever sat behind the wheel of this car. I just laughed and I said, well, you know what? It might stay that way.
Yeah.
And anyway, that same visit, he said, my wife has never been so happy to see a car leave her. I think he was maybe mentioning it. My wife was never so happy to hear that I was selling this car. And I said, well, how did she feel when she saw the check that you got for it? Oh, yeah, no, she's real happy. Yeah, she's real happy. But it was so fun, like, getting to know that guy a little bit and just hearing the story, about it and being able to carry that forward with your client that owns it now. And and it just makes it more special.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's going to continue with that car forever. The owner of that car, whenever he passes it on, he can share that story.
Yep.
And not to mention, we have it, to share with the next owner as well. I like it.
Feels like a good place to end.
All right.
You got anything else? If anybody has a one owner's 1970 anything, give us a shout. We'd love the chance to purchase it.
Yeah.
We're buying cars.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to sell us cool things that fit with our inventory, we'd probably like to see those too.
Absolutely. And then, and you don't have to be local, right? You don't have to be here in town. We do so much business out of state. I mean, greater than 80% of our pre-owned business is out of state, and we take a lot of trades from out of state. So obviously, pictures.
Justin will fly in and drive it home. You just have to put him up for a night at your house
and provide airfare and all that stuff. Yeah,
just deduct it from the price of the trade.
Right.
We got you.
Yeah, but no, seriously, buying cars, and I've mentioned before, it doesn't have to be Porsche cars. If you got something cool, unique, and you're not using it, by all means, let us know.
I would really like a 95 RX-7.
That's a cool car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We could use some of those.
Yeah, sure. No, we're buying cars, and something that I'm noticing more and more is the people buying cars out of state. Not trading cars. Like, we get a lot of people that trade cars from out of state, but there's a lot of people that aren't. And where that's mildly annoying is that I see your insurance cards, because that's part of, like, we have to have that, right? On file. And I'm seeing you have other Porsche cars, like, on your insurance. And okay, like, what do you plan on, since you're getting this one, what are you planning on doing with one of these? Just because we're out of state and we have, shipping arrangements and all that stuff, we take cars in on trade all the time. So it's easy. It's not, we want to take that intimidating side of the process and remove it and just make it super simple. We're a great way, to get rid of a car. A lot of times there could be some tax benefit, right? Depending on what state you live in. So, anyway, just to throw that out there, we make it fun. We make it simple. We make it fast and easy. Which is what it should be. So yeah, if you got something hanging around or considering trading or not, give us a shot. I'd love to take a stab at it and generate some business that way. All right. That's my public service announcement.
Good job. All right. We will be back next week with Jason and talking about the Fat Ice Race.
I won't be here.
Perfect. I'll be back next week with Jason talking about the Fat Ice Race.
Hopefully Jason's available.
Yeah, well, he is now.
But you know what? We're celebrating 20 years next Friday.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, you're not.
Sounds
I am. I'm helping celebrate 20 years of this dealership.
Oh, so you'll be here, just not here.
Correct. Yeah, I'm in town.
So we're going to be doing it from the parking lot of a restaurant, looking in like puppy dogs, watching people eat delicious food.
For the people that are listening, watching, next Friday is 20 years to the day for Porsche Colorado Springs. Awesome. Fantastic. It's come a long way.
Do we know how many cars we've sold in that amount of time?
No, not total. A lot. And, but it's not even so much about the cars that we've sold, but it's the relationships that have been developed over that course of time. It's the impact that Don Hicks and Joe Brenner and Porsche Colorado Springs have put on the Porsche community, not just in North America, but globally. Don is recognized all over the world. And I get to converse with one of our guys that does some media stuff for us, saying, I'm always surprised that when I travel around to other places, going to Germany for roundtable meetings, how many people I meet that they already are familiar with this dealership. And he says, he's like, dude, you don't get out enough. He says, the more that you get out, the more you'll realize that everybody knows about Porsche Colorado Springs. And it's thanks to Don and Joe. So anyway.
Well, cool.
That's all.
Happy anniversary, guys.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. Have a fun, safe weekend. For the First Dibs podcast from inside Porsche Colorado Springs, I'm Justin.
And I'm still here.
Thank you so much, Brendan, for coming in tonight. Bye.